I just got off a coaching call with one of my students, and she is, for the first time, going to place her very first Facebook ad. She doesn't have a huge budget, and so I'm going to walk you guys through in this episode how to spend your first $50 on Facebook advertising. I know so many people think that you have to spend a fortune to get any results with Facebook advertising. I talk a lot about one of my students who strictly uses a $2 to $3 single ad, which I'm going to walk you guys through in this episode. But she literally uses one single ad at $2 to $3 a day and gets back an extra $20,000 to $30,000 every single month inside her business. I have one student who's also using 2 of these $2 to $3 ads, and she's getting back $23,000 to $27,000 a week in her business. Now, the caveat to that is you have to have a massive amount of organic traffic. So most of you guys, if you're following my training up until this point, you guys know that I always show you guys an organic strategy and that foundation. So let's get into what we're going to learn inside this episode and why the heck am I even qualified to be teaching this. My name is Laurel Portier, and I help online experts amplify their brand utilizing video marketing and simple paid ad strategies so that they can impact more of their ideal audience. And in this episode, you're going to learn how to effectively spend $50 in Facebook advertising on a single video campaign, okay? Now, again, what we're going to do here is we are going to utilize a single video ad. And in my program, we call it the reminder video. Now, when you're sending people to an offer, right, organically, you're sending people to a sales page, you're maybe sending them to a webinar, you're sending them to maybe an application for a strategy call with you. And so most of the people who are visiting that page, they're probably not going to buy. As a matter of fact, most people who are visiting any of your offers, a majority of them are not going to buy, but it could be for all different reasons. And so the very first ad that we ever want to place is a simple retargeting ad. Now, you don't have to worry about conversions and all of this crazy stuff. This is going to be a very simple strategy. We're just going to utilize a reach campaign. Now, what that means is that Facebook is going to optimize that campaign to show it to as many people in that audience as possible. That's why I love reach campaigns, because Facebook is just simply showing it to as many people, right? To reach as many people inside that audience as possible. When people are utilizing conversion campaigns in retargeting, which they do work, don't get me wrong, but when you have such a small budget, think about this. All of those people that you're sending to your sales page or your webinar page or your application page, you've probably already pre-qualified them as people who are interested in what you have, correct? So why would we tell Facebook to optimize for conversions on such a small audience? Because then Facebook is going to struggle to try to find out of that small audience which of those people are likely to convert. So instead of doing that, I'm already optimizing top of funnel campaign, right? I'm promoting my business organically. And so if people are visiting my offers, then they're more than likely my ideal customers. And so I feel like I don't need to use a conversion campaign. I can utilize a reach campaign. Now, there are no absolutes when it comes to Facebook advertising. There are plenty of times where I will use a conversion campaign for retargeting, but it's only when my clients have thousands and thousands of people inside their custom audiences. And so what we're going to do is what do you say inside that reminder video? So let's go over that formula. So let's say that someone visits your call page, your application, but they don't book a call. Let's think about what is that very first objection as to why people don't book a call. I know what you're thinking, right? If people are trying to get people onto a discovery call, we all know that that's going to be a sales call, right? And a lot of times, I know I've been on sales calls where it's a high pressure sales call. And so that's always one of my very first objections as to why I really don't book a strategy call or a discovery call with people through ads, because I already know they're going to try to sell me something, and more than likely they're probably going to be pushy. I mean, let's just be real, right? So when I'm creating this reminder video, we want to create that sense of urgency, and we want to bust that objection that call is just going to be another high pressure sales call. So your reminder video might be something like this. Hey, I saw that you almost booked a call with me. You know, do you still want to learn how to build a 6-figure business using Facebook advertising? I get it. You're probably skeptical. You think that this is just a discovery call that's going to lead to a high pressure sales where you're going to walk away from the call just feeling pressured and no real value. I can guarantee you that that's not going to happen, because in this call, what I'm going to do is we're going to actually look at your current Facebook ad strategy and we're going to work on it together. So you're going to leave that call knowing exactly what you need to do to move forward. Do you guys see what I just did there? I busted that objection to telling that person, hey, I know what you're thinking. You think that it's going to be this, but we're seriously going to do this instead, and you're going to walk away with value, okay? So that's an example of a really good reminder video. Now, if you have something to sell, if you're trying to get them on a webinar, the same thing. What is that first objection as to why people aren't hopping on? You know, a lot of people won't hop on a webinar because they know that they're going to have to sit through 20 minutes of an introduction presentation. So if you had a reminder video for your webinar, you could say something like this, like, hey, I saw that you opted in for my webinar, but you haven't even watched it yet. I get it. You probably think that the first 30 minutes is a complete waste of time, but I can guarantee you that this webinar, I shut the hell up during the first 30 minutes, and I'm actually teaching you guys what to do. You get what I just kind of made that up at the top of my head, but you guys get where I'm going with that. We always want to bust that first objection, because this is going to be one of the most profitable Facebook ads that you could ever run, and it's cost efficient. Like, you could do it for $1 a day, you could do it $2 a day. It's very, very, very low budget. And it's very simple. You don't have to worry about any conversion campaigns and all of that. Just make it a simple reach campaign, and you're going to create a custom audience of people who are hitting your sales page or who are hitting your application page. Whatever page that you're sending them to, that's the custom audience that you want to create. Launch your reach campaign, put that audience in, launch the ad, watch the money come in. Seriously. This is one of the most profitable ads. As a matter of fact, in my agency, I tell my clients it's the ATM strategy, because it's one of the very first ads that I put there. I get so many people who have such an amazing organic following, and so all it takes is this one ad to go and recoup like thousands of dollars within the first month. So I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of this episode, and I hope that you have all of the tools and information that you need to go and place this retargeting ad called the reminder video. Until next time, I'll see you guys. If you want me to personally help you put together simple ads like this, join my $7 program at adcoachingfor7.com. Cheers, guys.